We now welcome aj-louderback, former sheriff of Jackson County, here to talk to us about his run for Congress. Welcome to Community Crossroads.
Thank you, Carolina.
And so, what made you decide to put your hat in for Congress? When did it happen?
It happened here, I filed December 13th of this year. And it's a culmination of many years of fighting a federal issue from a local elected position. And namely, one of my priorities would be of many priorities, but probably one of the key things that I would focus on is our national security from our border standpoint. And I've long been an advocate. I've attained a national profile from fighting the border issue, the national security issue here in the United States, and especially here in Texas. And it is very frustrating and very difficult to fight a federal issue from a state perspective. As we see today from Governor Abbott with $3 billion of Texas money that's being spent to try to do what the federal government will not do, or this administration will not do.
And I think it was last summer, or maybe it was, last summer, you started having the town hall meetings, and you've really been able to hear from the people directly their concerns about border security.
Yes, and this last year, from January 20th, 4 hours into his term, our president started removing all types of enforcement actions on our Texas border here with Mexico. And from that point in time, we're 1.75 million people that have entered into the United States, and that's an accountable number. We don't have the number on the folks who came in that we didn't catch or don't know about, but we know that occurred. And along with that comes the criminality that we've been fighting, and the area sheriffs here in this district have played a tremendous role of connectivity, unity, on trying to develop and safeguard our citizens from the effects of a very sophisticated, very organized, very strategic criminal enterprise run by the Gulf Cartel in Mexico on the lower Rio Grande Valley. So these issues really, and I see only the federal perspective getting worse.
Right, it's kind of a political prop in a way for discussions, and we're dealing with on the ground real issues, and it is impacting local sheriff departments' budgets immensely, which is why the state funding is so important.
Well, the state of Texas, I have to commend, our state leadership, our House and Senate members who approved well over $1 billion worth of money to try and help our cities and our counties and our state try to ensure safety of our citizens here, with an onslaught of vision from the Biden administration that is very devastating to Texas. And so, the original question on why I ran for this is representation. A frontline fighter for our citizens is necessary. Not just a person who goes down and does a photo op, but a frontline fighter who understands and has Border Patrol support and who knows those folks, their families, and the families in the Crossroads area and the citizens that are affected by this. So there's only so many ways that you can effectively fight something, and for this particular fight, you have to be in Congress in order to have a say here.
Well, definitely. Let's go ahead and share some information for our viewers that may be interested in marking your name at the ballot box coming up in the March 1st primary. That's a Tuesday. March 1st is the first day, actually the election day for primary voting, and the last day to register to vote. You still have time. That's Monday, January 31st. And aj-louderback, he's a former Jackson County sheriff and a founding member of the Texas Regional Sheriff's Alliance. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And coming up, don't go anywhere. We meet a local Victoria artist whose photos will be at the library all month.